Anyway, yes, we're here. We're here for UM. I mean, it's kind of always been in my top 3. Also, yes, Merry Christmas to everybody. It's Christmas Eve. If I stream tomorrow, you also get another Merry Christmas then, but boom. Game burns so hot, slap you in the face for 20 minutes. I wouldn't go that far. Like, it's not like Kayamata is free by any means, but like the standouts of this game is like, obviously our girl Michael Cat can be a bit of a bully at times. The early game is kind of slow. It just isn't impossible to spell the card. You're right. My bad. I loaded the wrong game, clearly. You know, Stage 2 has its problems. Like, the standout is Sanyo and Misamaru. Throw Jimbo in there as well as mentioned, and Stage 5 as a whole. Megamu's... I like Megamu. I like the Megamu fight. It's hard. I like the Megamu fight. I also like the Misamaru fight. Misamaru's a lot more gross than Megamu. I would argue Sanyo and Misamaru are more gross than Megamu is. You know, it's been a hot second. It's been over a year since I played this game. I will mention that. But to be fair, it's been over a year since most. Am I allowed to use any cards? No. I will not be using any cards. No homing amulet for me. I would. If I were to use a card, I'd throw in this, but yeah, no fucking card. Do I have the blank card? I can't start with the blank card. If I'm in the middle of a run, I can pick up a blank card. Because blank card doesn't do anything. It's the card that doesn't do anything. Otherwise, like, there's no other card to really pick up. Okay, let's just play the game a little bit. Oh my gosh, this game is literally free, dude. Holy. Like, moves all your card and gives you... Oh, wait, gives you all the cards from the next shop? I didn't know that's how that worked. I just thought it existed as a, give you initial slot. Well, I guess no blank card for me. Unless I get it on stage. Try and min-max power management here. Of this game is the art. I like a lot of things. I'm not the biggest card. I think the cards are a cool mechanic. It's not my alley. Personally. For like when I've ruined my Touhou games, but I gotta stop doing this. This game, don't be serious. No. I know this game is very limited on power. That's why Stage 1 specifically, it's very important to be precise on our power. Very important to pick up as much money as I can. Clearly, that's the most important thing we can do in a run. It's a great yellow collectible. I don't know. It must be. I think it's a bug. Hello, Michael Cat. Oh, you're gonna bully me so much in this game. This is harder than any of the LNNs I've done up till now, and it's not that close. Like, this is... What happened to my keyboard? Alright, let's just play Michael out here. No, Megamu's lasers is not the hardest part of the game. I'd argue a lot of people say the painful part of the game is Sanyo and Misamaru. Also throw in like some parts of stage 4 and some parts of stage 5, but like this game's got a painful early game. Like a disgusting early game. Yeah, this is either the is on. I gotta turn down my volume. It is fucking too loud. is top 5 hardest games, probably. For LNN purposes, one would argue. And all the shots, Reimu's either the hardest or second hardest. Like Reimu, like this is one of the rare games where of the 4 characters, Reimu and Marissa are actually the worst. Top 20 shot type across the series. I gotta do the line outside. Get ready for learning, because the next several weeks is gonna be nothing but that. Oop. But again, this is probably like a top 5 game. With, again, either the hardest or second hardest shot type in the game, so... I think I should ride the middle the entire time here. I did do a little bit of scouting. Unfortunately, Blue Bus's run of this game, he plays frickin' Marissa, so I can't, like, copy everything over, but... I did do, like, a brief bit of scouting earlier this week. Hey, yeah. Or the UFO. That very well might be. Like, if you're ranking games as a whole, you got LOL-K and USD at the top. DDC's up there, but DDC is really shot type dependent. Like, its hardest shots are of course at the very top, but it's very shot type dependent. And then you probably got this game and UFO. It is worth noting that Touhou 20 exists, but I'm not ranking Touhou 20 necessarily right now because it's new, and there's still some wiggle room there. Hey! Closer than tonight's Saki art. Is that true? I feel like I remember looking at the scoring for this game. Not scores, but the TSO scoring. And Reimu was closer to Marissa than she was closer to Sanai and Sakia. What palette is early stages of ugly? What do you mean? Look at the fine looking color palette so far. Oh, fuck yeah, this spell. Michael Cat. Hey, if there's someone that's gonna bully me more than, Minariko, it's probably gonna be Michael Cat. Literally a free spell, holy moly. This game's so free. Like, I don't think I've heard Alan complain about a boss more than he's complained about Sanyo. Yeah. Johnny Udolig FW, there are 136 Windows LNNs with... You're talking about, like, shot types, like, possible LNNs, if you count Udolig and FW. For FW, though, are you just counting the primary stone? You're not counting all the stone combinations, I assume. Ooh, I gotta stop doing that. Yeah, I assume that only the primary stone is what we're really looking at. I gotta stop doing this. I think if you go straight to the middle, you can also get more power on the way down. Because I don't know if I remember for sure. I only glanced at stuff, but I think it might be possible. I don't know how realistic, but it might be possible to hit 2.0 before Michael Cat first phase. At the very least, you should be able to hit like 2.0 before main boss. I did it again. Only Britney Spears. Painful. I mean, I haven't played this game in, like I said, over a year. And it's gonna have a strict path. So I just gotta... Like I said, it's gonna be a lot of learning for the next, few weeks as I get more things down. Like, everything you're seeing right now is very routable. It's just getting to that point. I also don't really get much homing in this game, sadly. The cat and moth? There was no cat and moth. Now we're back to the cat's gonna bully me. Gotta be a lot more on the ball killing these pink guys. Momiji? Yeah, Momiji's a cat. Oh my. Would you call me a UMer? You got me. Oh, hello, chicken butt. Listen, my decision was like I want to do another step up LNN grind, and my two main choices that I was debating between was either UFO or this. What made me pick this over UFO is Byakuran. It's really that simple. UFOs? Well, the good thing is if I did play UFO, I wouldn't have to deal with the UFOs. That is the advantage of that. The other game you played... Stage 3 at 1.76. You know, miss stage 4 portion. Enter me Sumaru with 2.56 power, yeah. Oh my gosh, look at all this stuff. I can't even buy these anyway. Wait, Momio has a card? I guess that makes sense, because she's the extra boss. Hey, look, there's an early blank card. Yeah, we take the life, because it's the thing we can buy. I mean, I could buy a bomb, too, but, like... So I'm not bombing, but... I believe in the magic of unfocused homing. Why are they lingering? What do they think this is? Frickin' Touhou 20? Hello, Takane. Ooh. Getting quirky. Hey, it's still 2.0 power. That's insane. Didn't know that was possible. Remember the ending part of this stage has a very peculiar, like, strict route for it. And I don't remember what the route is. Yeah, like this part. Yup. Sit up here and man up. Tell the dead that he buys bombs if he base. Fuck. Right. Okay, let's begin with the pleasantries. Yo, take that off. Take that. What is that? A card? Get that out of here. We don't want those. This is still considered the hardest stage 1 boss for LNN. Yeah, Ringo's definitely not harder than Michael, I will say. Michael's annoying, but Michael's not the hardest. How's Chimmy? No, Chimmy's stage 2. Fuck, what's her name? I can't remember the stage 1 boss. It's not so peculiar. I kind of like their layup. Chimmy was stage 2, though. Oh, if we're talking about stage 2 bosses. Yeah, Chimmy might be worse than Ringo. John-type asterisk. Takane can be a little annoying, but Takane's definitely not nearly as bad. Takane, I don't believe, is a top-tier stage 2 boss. I think in terms of the bosses on their respective stage, honestly, I think Michael might be worse as first stage 1 boss than Takane is for stage 2. It's not the furthest from the truth. Is this consistent based on where she is? Oh, I did not mean to do that. Whatever, I'll do the other part again. This is the deck I want to look at. Is that? I don't know if that's consistent. I feel like this is random, but I don't. LNN. Alright, stage 1 boss besides Yamame. Well, it's not Yamame. It'd be probably Seiren. The newest boss is definitely up there too. I forget. That's the one I'm forgetting the name of right now. Michael Final is very random. Okay, so I was curious. I was wondering if, like, the bubbles are aimed. The bubbles I can tell are very clearly aimed, but the UM, yeah. No, I'm just playing this game as a joke. Only pad in the game that uses bubbles? Really? This is why it's one of the greatest games of all time. So, Alan, can I get an in-depth synopsis of your opinion of Sanyo? Sanyo, you're right. I only know Roomba, Patchouli, and books. Everything else is fiction to me. There's some nuance to pick up in reading it. It doesn't feel awful, but just I like this theme. It's a nice chill theme. It's not top tier, even for stage 1 standards, but it's a very solid theme. Stage 3 boss is Sanyo. Like, Sanyo is this fucking dog shit. Sanyo's this fucking garbage. Isn't this the one where you have to bait it to the side? Listen, I'm just practicing this briefly, just for the hell of it. I'm not actually, like, seriously trying this right now. I assume you could probably hit 3.0. I do not like her not. Gonna practice this boss in boss difficulty order or actual game order. I'm not buying cards. Why would I buy a card? Like, I'll say what I always have. Like, if I'm just trying to get the LNB, there are strats in the games I would have done prior. But every game I'm going, like, launcher. I mean, I'll buy extra lives, right? Like, nothing against buying extra lives. Stuff that we use. Oop. Yeah, Fairy Wars is a very throw-heavy game. It's not a guerrilla-based game. So if you are a guerrilla player, I would recommend avoiding that game. For LNN purposes, at least. Is it just best to play this in the form of lines and not try to dash aggressively? Like, try to play pretty north-heavy here. And then just, like, wake your way through it like this. That's probably the play. Don't try to get too cheeky with anything. Like, don't walk into her balls. Don't do anything else, so we're fine. Hope. Like to time the mid-boss down. That could... Right, what's the section after? Let's find out. Or what happens when I time it down is probably the better way to put it. Ay-ya-ya. Up to I kill it with 1.21. Yeah, so the green yin-yangs are what you get afterwards. Stalls more than if you fully time out. That's weird. This is definitely one of those stage portions I need to route to, so... Oh, did you? I assume you used... Oh, shit. Yeah. Gotta pay attention to that time. It's not that much of a difference, but it is a notable difference. But... yeah, I want to just fit differently. Parts quirky! I assume you used Reimu when you played this game, Alan? Or did you use... Actually, no, wait, did you use Sakuya? I feel like I might remember you saying that. Yeah. I'm doing that. Played Sakuya, yes. Oh my gosh, Alan, as typical, playing the broken shots. Unbelievable. What else is new? Yeah, I played DDC with Sakuya A. Fucking A, dude. Holy moly. It does literally time it out completely. That is impressive. Isn't part aimed? No, this does not appear to be aimed. Interesting. You have a lot of time if you time it down properly. Alright, check it. I know. This game's still very hard. Like, even with the good shot, even with the quote-unquote better shot types, it's still a very hard game. I was just making fun because it's fun. Fuck you! To be fair, I'm doing most of this right now, assuming I'm gonna be under 2.0 power at this point, which is probably a safe assumption. There's a world I could be at 3, but... fortunately, the timing there is actually seems pretty consistent with what you want to aim for. What's the plan there, though? Interesting, the timer only starts at 5 seconds for the beeping. Which I would argue as suboptimal. Extremely what you think? This mid-boss into the end transition part seems pretty consistent. Okay, so that's interesting. If you're straight below, you can burst down with them a lot. So if I corner myself a little, like not entirely corner, but like near corner myself, I can. That's not what you want to do. I can do some shenanigans there. Could probably shoot down 1 to 2 of those big fairies. You can probably kill all 3, but by the time you kill the 3rd one, it probably doesn't matter. If I were to fathom a guess. Oh, yeah, that was easy. Yeah, LN has most. LN has most games with an LNN. Alan's a Touhou boomer, you know. He's so old in the Touhou scene, dude. No, Alan hates people who play versus games. That's why he hates me, because I was just playing Pod. Slice Wonder. You're not beating the allegations. Ay-ya-ya. Wait, Aya's not in this game. We have Mega Move. The potentially better. How did I not kill her? Oh, wait. Fool, but I'm a foolish fool, Took. It's fine. Ooh, don't do that. Like a tall, dark-haired Tengu, absolutely. And a certified Mega enjoyer. Homing amulets are slow in this game. Don't rely on that to pick yourself up. Yeah, the difference in how quick she flies off is notable. It's honestly, it is not that like it's definitely bad. It's worse to time her out than it is to kill. Like Mega Move from this game. What other Mega Move are we talking about? Last I checked, she doesn't appear in any of. Does she appear? Is she in the HUD? I feel like she is. Was she in the 100's Black Market? It's been a while since I played that. I don't remember for a fact. I assume she is. Not that I'm sure like anyone here is like particularly knowledgeable of 100's Black Market. I'm one of the only like 5 players who probably played that game. Hey, wait, what? I didn't get every boss in our Black Market, but I did do most. I did get most. I think you have a lot of horizontal room to play with to help on this attack is very nice. Dude, the guy was off the screen. What is this, Fossilized Wonders out here with how far he was off the screen after he shot? This is the one thing you do not want to happen. Fuck me! Games with Revenge Bullets are pretty cursed. I'd argue that most any enemy with the Revenge Bullet is pretty cursed. And to be honest, I think most of the reason why is just because SOEW exists. Well, I think SOEW has a lot of other things about it that are cursed, but the Revenge Bullet thing is a big part of it. Also, is Megamoo the closest thing to a popular Touhou we've had in the last 10 years? Because as much as, like, yeah, Megamoo's pretty popular compared to characters from this. First of all, Yuma has come out in the last 10 years, so Yuma exists. But I feel like, you know, maybe this is just my bias from what I've seen. But you're telling me that you're telling me Tsukasa's not higher than Megamoo? Dude, what is wrong with me? It's popular. Well, I don't really care about the popularity poll. That's not the best characteristic of things. Like, the popularity poll is very skewed towards a specific part of the fan base. Ooh, I keep doing it. I should stop shooting earlier. I have a lot of time. There's a lot of time to stack to set up the HP you want. Or you just do that. I gotta stop doing that type of dodge. Like, you know, this is from what I've seen, so, like, you know, take some grain of salt, because different sectors are as they are, but, like, I know Hisami got a bit of love, because Yuri is everyone's favorite, because we all know Touhou fans love their Yuri. Megamoo's obviously up there, but, like, I just can't. Like, if someone were to tell me that Megamu be, like, more popular than Tsukasa, I would believe that. But there's not a world I believe it over Yuma. From what I've seen amongst Touhou fans. These are not representative of the Touhou community. No, but they do have some involvement. But you're gonna tell me that Yuma more than Meg? Like, I feel like Yuma's everywhere. Everywhere I see in Touhou has had Yuma since Yuma came out. Like, come on, go Gremlin. Okay, let's go back and do some more of the stage portions of 1 and 2. Noko a little bit. I'll agree I've seen a little bit of a Noko, but I feel like half the Noko I've seen is from you, Fanny. Local showers and thereafter. Don't tell the Smash community. How'd you not die? Spinning fairies next, right? Huh? You can really binge the crap out of one of those. A lot of older Touhou seem like cute moe blob people and basic anime girls, while I knew who's lean somewhat closer to funny goblin people. But there's silly designs, old 2000s, or just blobby looking people. I think it's just what's been around for a while, and so people are a lot more accustomed to that. I think Zune has definitely upgraded his art style a bit, and therefore there's some notable differences to take from that. But gotta get the money, very important. We boost our funds. I wonder how worthwhile it is to really try to be aggressive there for power. Meow, 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 meow. Yippee-doo! I think a big thing with Zune's like arts over the years is the fact that in more modern day, like I feel like back in the day, like partially because of how his art was, the old I did that wrong. I gotta just go to I gotta remember to go to the middle there. Is that like his main differences in characters were all about outfit. It's all just like the style and like all the frills and laces and specifics on the outfits. And maybe hair color. But I feel like his ability to create more differences among characters than just that. 1 billion more frills for Yuna, yeah. I gotta do the part where I end on the lap. Weird, I gotta play as Persuasion Needle effectively for a game. Oh, you're on focus is homing! It's effectively being Persuasion Needle. At this point, he's not even trying to conceal his foot fetish. So true. Oh my gosh, Michael, put some fucking socks on. Holy shit. This Danmaku business really be booming. The background on the next attack is fine, but the background on that first attack is a little awkward. I feel for the eyes. If I ever die of that attack, that's my excuse. Middle. It's probably possible. I don't know how realistic it is to hit 2.0 before Michael here. It's probably not that important. Interesting, that part does get timed down. Meow, 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 meow. Yee-boo-boo! Yeah, I want to play out a little bit, but, unfortunately, power loss exists. Rest in peace, 3 power, you will be missed. Overlay all some designs. I heard about that. I thought it was someone else that wasn't Satori, but I might be mistaken. By the power of homing, sometimes you just gotta believe. Whack this cat on the head. Give her a nice bonk. I don't like that you're going away from me, girl. I'll actually, like, shoot you down. The lack of homing. SMH my head. I guess Needle players do truly have it rough. Yeah, you bastard. This attack is gonna... I'm gonna die several hundred times to that attack. Over the next who knows how long. At least basically every part except that final seemed consistent. Seemed pretty smooth. Like, as long as you have the route down. Okay, Toaster. Yeah, Michael Final will always be. I believe the inconsistency on it, I feel, is just a little too high. I don't think I'm the only one who'll agree on that. Oh, I didn't kill that one on the left. Never stop buying life cards. I mean, by the time I put, if I don't buy life cards at that point, I'll be at a point where I don't need them, like, where I wouldn't need that, right? So as far as the LNB is concerned, I'm like, there's no reason not to. Like, I'll definitely trip on the mid-nut occasionally, but it doesn't seem too bad. And honestly, at this part of the stage... Like, there will be a point where I get a little bit more consistent with making sure my baiting is on point here. But, like, this isn't that bad. So, like, the stage itself is pretty fine. Michael, like, it's not like the other attacks are free, per se. Like, this will definitely kill me sometimes, but... Like, especially this non, I think it's honestly worse than her second one. And this might be able to do some weird cringe at times. But, like, it shouldn't be too bad, I feel. Honestly, I think the weirdest thing about this one is visually, it's, like, almost overstimulating on the eyes. Like, it's, like, too bright. This is definitely a attack I'll have to put in the practice numbers on. Okay, 2.48 going into stage 2. That's important to note for practice purposes. I'm actually going to try to write this down somewhere. Because I'm gonna die on this stage and then not get anything else. Oh, it's the Byakuran one that makes the run 10 times easier. Yes, fill me up on power, please. Ooh, I could buy this one. This will help out. Increase my further lineups. Dude, what are these yin yangs, my guy? Okay, this is more. Okay, 3.2. Going into this, that's good to know. And that's with a bit of wiggle room too, so wiggle room. Oh, this sucks ass. Really? So I'm not going to be max power going into Katane, but 3 going into the mid-boss means you'll be at 3 going into this. Of course, 1.0 power makes me kill very well. What do we got here? This is weird. Is it that bad, though? Well, it is when you don't have any power. But everything is bad when you don't have any power. To be fair, playing on low power like this is good for learning purposes. Keeps you alive for longer. This is an interesting one. Ay-ya-ya. This boss doesn't seem too bad, question mark? Maybe. Stalling nature of most bosses. Oops. Ay-ya-ya. I'm assuming it might be possible to hit 4.0 going into, or at some point onto Kane, but I'm gonna just play as if that's not going to happen. Like it might be possible with a really strict routing. Yeah. I keep doing that. I push myself too low and then I have to play horizontal and then you can't kill because homing doesn't exist. I will go until I get the Titane LNN. Yeah. The good news is long term she doesn't seem too disgusting. You're back? How can you be back when you were never here? The hell, Game Glitcher. Yes, indeed, it is Touhou 18. You are witnessing correct. Your eyes are not deceiving you. Keep your 20 stream streak. Glitcher, I appreciate it. Also, Merry Christmas. I know it's Christmas Eve, but Merry Christmas. This deck is so interestingly set up. Definitely an attack that now that I'm better at Touhou than I used to be feels so much more manageable. I know there's like baiting, like, cause like the bullets are aimed to a degree. I'm not really the most knowledgeable on what the exact plan is here. Fuck are these angles you're shoddy? Okay. Everything seems manageable. Let's look at this final a bit more. Is aimed at that? Yeah, I believe it is aimed. But just because it's aimed doesn't mean I can immediately... Because her movement is, of course, random. That does, unfortunately, hurt. But just because it is technically aimed doesn't mean I can just come up with a solution on the spot. There might be... Oh! It's literally free. You see getting Kaimata. I don't know. 5 years? 3 years if you're lucky? Not today, that's for sure. I'll definitely practice her at some point. Nah, Kakane seems fine, all in all. Like, there's some awkwardness. And a lot I'll probably have to get used to all. I feel like getting more consistent at the stage is going to be the slightly more annoying thing, honestly, than the boss. Oh, it's so easy. Easier than a lot of the most threatening games, stage 6 bosses. Cope and Sieve. Hi! Although Kaimata walked, so Sanyo and Bisamaru could run. Where's that centering? Sometimes the centering of these waves feels weird, of where they're centering. Because they're not centering directly on the ball. They're like, not always aligned. It's like Osaki is more difficult than Remy. Yeah, totally. Careful saying that around here. Fami is a USD player. You might set some people off. If Saki decides to give you bad RNG and Remy gives you good luck, she could be harder. Although, I feel like that's the entirety of USD. It's just one big casino. And you try to see, where the slots land on a given run. Eternal Meek for LNN purposes is not the problem. Like, if you look outside of books, the second hardest thing in the game is Meister, right? Consistent hardest thing in the game. I should say that. Because the game is a slot machine. You know, Scarlet and Sokyo on its way to be pretty generous, versus Scarlet and Sokyo on its way to be disgusting. Safe spot. Dude, virgins be like, there's a safe spot. Chads out here. Fucking dodge that shit. The good news about the Nons is getting comfortable at one of them helps a lot for all of them. Oh. The lineups on the way they line up on this one is a little awkward, but Zach's also a little weird. In like a good design way, in my opinion. Like I think it's a cool design. It's just not the most generous of spells. Tree veiling. She veiled by the trees, or is she veiling the trees? You're my lore expert. Why aren't you on this? It's a cool attack, that final, but it just, like, behaves so weirdly. So now that I know I have 3 power, let's go back to the mid-boss doing that. As a Kappa, use a wind move. No, she's a Kappa, because, the Akatsuki record song is called Kappa Yappa. Different theme. So I'll call her a Kappa. If you have an argument against that, my answer is, these nuts in your mouth. Ooh, you're supposed to kill her. A cousin? What does that mean? Now you have to explain yourself. What, the Kappa and the Tengu fuck, and then they, like, had, like, you know, half-breeds, so they're the cousins? Yeah, 3.0 power does definitely help a lot here. Kappa that migrates to the cliffs. Yeah, it's counting. You can count the beeps on this one, because it's only 5 instead of 10 seconds for the beeping time. Although the other good news about this attack is you have so much time where you can, like, look at the top of the screen, look at the timer, look at her HP bar. Like, determine what's going on. Because there's a lot of downtime. Oops! That's not what you want to do, though. Where are all the fairies glow in this game? They'd be effective the ability cards. Do Fairy have the money to buy them, though? Like, I know how Chirno is in Lost Branch. She's pretty poor. I guess when... Yeah, that's true. When I kill them, they do drop money. You're correct. My position's a little weird, but definitely being at 3.0 power helps a lot here. Yeah, don't do that. like Hydro Camouflage, totally. Yeah, it's a cap and everything. It's just like Hydro Camouflage. Oh, yeah. Like a Meister in the world that put the same spell because they're both misdirect spells, so true. And in the same conjunction, they're both free, right? Yeah, you definitely want to make sure you kill that first red cuck. And try to kill the second red cuck as quickly as possible. This section feels as long as I get this mid-boss, like, down right. Then I should be fine. Long-term consistency. Oh, I was hoping I killed the red bastard. Yeah. It's just something else than a misdirection attack. It's an 8 static. Well, it has misdirection in the name! You can't argue against that. In my day, I used to just dodge stuff. Touhou fans trying to act like their boomers impossible challenge. Hey, at least Akane has shoes. Actually, she's got boots. Nice boots. Hiya, boo-boo! Okay, let's go... let's put myself... What was the number? 2.48. Go back to the start of the stage. So this part, we just want to do some of this. You want to play aggressive here? Hold up. Like I did between Niels and homing. I miss those days. SMH. Yeah, hold up. I think there's something to that. Do I just not kill the third one? Maybe that's the play. What do you think, Game Glitcher? Should I just kill the 2 and leave the third one? Probably. Kill the third one because we're greedy for money? You're right, might be. This section's a little cringe. Start with part needles? What do you mean part needles? I'm stuck with almost exclusively needles. Like, let's not pretend that it's half and half needle, half homing nowadays. That's not the case. Okay? It is nearly exclusively needle, with exception of the occasional stage portion where you really are trying to use homing. But otherwise, it's like 90% needle. Oh, I wasn't even looking. Players are evil. No, they're vile. Vile creatures. That's what Left Foot was, a vile creature. It's great. I gotta work tomorrow. Why did I go up there? Jared, conspiracy to keep normal players down. True. They're right with the big needle conspiracists. This part is actually, like, super cringe, Zune. Like, what the fuck were you doing here? Why is he still moving? Sure, long stream could no work. No. I normally don't stream today. Your bonus is the fact that you're getting a stream I don't usually do. Partly because I was just excited to play this game. Ooh, that's When's the last time a normal player won to hook up? You're so right. Can we do 16 next? Depends on how I'm feeling. And when I get done with this. Yeah, there's no category below. I think, yeah, they don't allow normal players in there. Weird, huh? Wonder why. Think it's a conspiracy? Just saying. Sounds like it very well could be one. Like, the X scoring. Extra survival is a thing, is it not? Yeah, I should probably play both passively. What is wrong with me? Touhou elitism at its finest. Big Allen on his way to keep down the little homing mains. Unbelievable. He laughs and spits in their faces. I can't believe this, dude. gotta go through and make sure you kill all the green orbs here. You don't want to leave any lingerers. And then from here, we can just, yep, kill the 3. Then we get to the mid-boss. And then we just immediately die. What did you do? Oh, we all know, Alan, that you're big on the big needle propaganda and pushing down the small little normal homing mains. Only legion players exist. No, that's not true. There's like 5. Plus, I just played as Kana in Pod. Tell me, does Kana have homing? I think not. You fools. We're losing. What do you mean we? You're the Marissa C subterranean player here at the left. Zune, what is this? What does Zune think this is? FW? Nice. Good stage section. Seems pretty consistent, is the nice thing about that. Like, the green yin-yang section is honestly probably the worst part of that stage. When you do it when you, like, do the route properly. And Zoom just copies all previous smoker and mixes them up and so nobody notices. Meow, 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 meow. Veil these trees. I wonder if it's truly best to play on the opposite side here. Alan, you played this game. Do you have any memory of whether or not you play on the opposite side during that attack that she is to make the dodging easier, or just go for the first kill? I drifted! No! My perfect stage 2. She missed life pieces. Life piece cards off from stage enemy. It's -1 life. Just with your route. I mean, who needs life pieces when you just play perfectly, though? Huh? About that. Yeah, let's forget everything when I'm in the middle of a run. -1 power. It's never been more over. Right, middle. It's a very nice stage 1 theme. It's pretty solid. One, two, he's Max Sasaki. Okay, here comes the... Oh, if you played Saku, you'd be so much better. Okay, I see how it is. Meow, 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 Very important we get those bond pieces. Here's this. Oh, what is this image? Better not be porn. Did you just go to ChatGPT and ask how do I optimally dodge the first stage of Unconnected Marketeers on Lunatic? Oh, it's Grog? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not familiar with those. Stage 1 Porsche is pretty miserable as Sakya, though. I don't know, it seems pretty consistent for me, so, you'd get punished for using the quote-unquote better shot type, SMH. More proof that Reimu is always best, and if you think otherwise, you're wrong. Oh yeah, but speaking of the egg laying conversation, because it was mentioned yesterday, but yeah, egg move does lay eggs, so boom. We got a certified egg layer in this game too. Very important. All 4 games I've played for LNN purposes have had egg layers in them. This attack is so cool. I do like the attack in theory. Inconsistency, I'm a little more skeptical, but I think it's a cool attack. We get PTSD thing about what when Chatter said with Takani and eggs. Wait, what? I think Takani's in the egg conversation, because Notorious too, they're aquatic based. I'm pretty sure they do. Yeah, that Michael non-1 with its orbs and its misdirects. Yo, look at that Tanuki. Why is it showing its butt to me? They went too far into the RP. Huh? You can never go too far into RP. What are you talking about? I hate you! Michael was bullied for fur color. True. This is the first game where you magnet items on focus. What am I doing? That's not the route. Can't believe I'm playing this game for an hour and 39 minutes and I don't have the route down memorized to instinct at this point. Muscle memory. Might play some TF2? Don't you value your time? No, I do value my time. That is why I do LNNs. Or, I guess I should more importantly say, that's why I stream. Listen, I guess I should be fine with you playing TF2, because at least it's not like Overwatch. Or Marvel Rivals, but thin ice. Hey, Overwatch is the last game on Earth. See, at least I can sleep comfortably knowing that. This is the wrong direction to be baiting him. So glad we have the air pressure sound for increasing our power in this game. How did I kill the blue? Hate that. I do hate that pre-mid-boss section here. It is effectively that third section on stage 1 of FW, but not as bad. But it still sucks. I do hate that section. I will 100% agree with you. I can't. Where's your buffer drop? Or where's your good spell design? Don't worry. So few lasers in this game. You know Megamoo exists. Yeah, the opening non is definitely harder than her second non for Michael. IMO. So, I mean, I'm less than 2 hours in, so my opinions can definitely change, you know. but this is just my opening review. I liked Megamu a lot when I played this game the first time. She was a boss I spent a lot of time playing just because she was fun. It's like some third-party thing. What do you mean by that? LNN on his way just to say words and pretend like they have meaning. Oops, I did the thing. Literally, Britney Spears moment. Definitely, it's just a knowledge check. Hello again, Michael. Okay, well, here's an interesting question. Because I've asked this about every game that I've done so far, but this game has less popular characters as a whole than the ones I've done so far, so it's a more interesting question, in my opinion, here. All of the characters in this game, who's the best wife material? I'm a big Momoyo fan, I will say that. Megamu might... Problem is I might have to agree with Megamu being one. Nice fucking big piece of... Oh, Kaimata is really good too. Ooh, I think it's a big competition there. I don't know, I think every girl in this game except Sanyo and Tsukasa low-key kind of solid. I joked on you guys. Turns out the only reason I wanted to play this game is for Vile Creature, the sex box. Satanic character, Satanic game. You're right, actually, I forgot. This game is, satanic propaganda. Zune trying to push his Jewish conspiracy theories on us. Can't believe it. I guess I should make a mark that's satire. Box made of sex, yeah. See, I'm glad you understand. Some enemies here give more power of speed killed. Neat. I'll completely forget about that tomorrow when if I play the game. Yo, that Don Maku really be booming. After doing the LNN. Ah, you baba boo! You had 1 HP. Rainbow Winter. First of all, you know if I did Hidden Star, I would do Rainbow Spring. Okay, first of all, there's no question about that. Yeah, Rainbow Spring is a problem. It's like, you have so much homing, you kind of like don't know what to do with it. But like, it's one of those good problems to have. Listen, I know how Hidden Star is. I play Hidden Star. Somebody's gonna say, fucking Hidden Star is easy though, right? Although I could do literally any shot type in any game. Someone would say that, to be fair. Although Hidden Star, I feel like, is very notable in that category compared to most. Hi, boo-boo! Imperishable Knight solo Rainbow. If I did Imperishable Knight, you know, honestly, I would like solo Rainbow and Imperishable Knight is almost tempting. Like, it's like close to tempt. It's like near there. Yeah, if I did Imperishable Knight, I would do Border Team. And the reason is just, like, why would I want to do, like, why would I want to do Rainbow solo? Like, it's harder, sure, and, like, I'm fine with that. But my problem with Rainbow solo is just, it's harder, but, like, just because, like, game design. Like, I'd argue the thing that makes a lot of the hard shots, quote-unquote, in Imperishable Knight hard is just simply because the game was not meant to be played with that. Like, it's like one of those options that was thrown in there, not because it was a great idea, but because he was like, eh, sure, you know, let's add that. Let's add the solo shot types without thinking about what he did. Kind of like homing in FW on that stage 1. Except a lot more exaggerated. Guys, I just lost a bomb price. No, I got the bomb. Ooh. Because, like, Yomu's solo's really good, right? Like, if I'm not mistaken, Yomu's solo's really strong, right? But, like, isn't the worst ones, like, Sakuya, Reimu, and Alice? Question mark? I know, like, Sakuya and Reimu are, like, the worst. I feel like Alice, I remember hearing, is up there, but I don't know for a fact. I don't pay a ton of attention to, Perishable Knight. Like, I like Imperishable Knight, it just doesn't interest me as much as most other games is really the core of it. Like, 2 games that have been on the top of my radar since I started Mountain of Faith was this and UFO. Ah, you bastard! Let's fight, dude. Like, it's like, oh, do you want to do an attack where the enemy creates summons, but you can't... Like, doesn't the solo human shot types just, like, suffer against, Misty and Non-2 because game design is good? Or is it... It's either that or the other way around, but whatever it is. Or is this game compared? What shot type are we using? I mean, regardless of shot type, 20 is going to be flipping hard, but big difference between Y2 compared to everything else. Although, again, it's new. Y2 will realistically slide itself in as one of the hardest, if not the hardest, but give it a little bit of time before things get concrete. Here's the thing, I can't have any, like, the problem is I can't, well, the problem is, Fammy, I can't, like, see Hidden Star rankings and, like, compare them well, because literally the only thing I hear about Hidden Star difficulty is that the game's easy. Except some shot types suck ass, but the game's still easy. And except the dancers also suck, but the game's still easy. So, like, Hidden Star difficulty is so hard to rank. In my opinion. The game is easy. I feel like I've heard that way more than a lot of things. Ah, yeah, boo boo boo. Heard from 16 Pros, that's easy. Dude, I feel like I've heard that so many times. That Hidden Star's just easy. You know, Okina's got like 2 attacks that are real, and everything else is kind of bad. The dancers are... Everyone hates the dancers, but then no one talks about them being, like, difficult, I feel. And then that's it. The rest of the game's easy. Generally speaking. Except Stage 4 has got some disgusting portions, but it's still easy, question mark? But I've always felt like I've seen the perception of Hidden Star being one of the easiest games on the market. I'm throwing. It's over. I gotta retire. Sakia show dancers. How about stage 5 of FW? We can ignore Touhou. Let's just talk about the stage 5. I gotta stop doing the one in the middle first. They call me Throw Fonzo for a reason. Hidden Star is one of those games that I'm always tempted. Could you fucking move over here, you piece of shit? I said before, Hidden Star is one of those games I'm really tempted to want an LNN grind, but I'm not What? It's always one of those games I've been tempted to, but like I'm always unsure. Because like I like the game, but at the same time, like release really, really warps my opinion of the game, so I'm not like I'm really tempted to want to play the game without release, but I'm also not sure if I want to play the game without release. I think what we can all agree on, though, is that Peerless Wind God's actually free. That release? No, what I was saying is because when I did my 1cc for that game, I did it with release, right? But release, similar to like trance, is not a mechanic I care for a ton, and it really kind of warps how the run is to a degree. And so the perception of the game with and without release is probably one of those things that could be very well be notably different. And so I'm unsure about like actually like approaching the game. Like, because if I played the game again, I'd do it without release, obviously. But it's the question of like, the game I played versus the game I would be playing would be notably different compared to a lot of games, I feel. Aye, poo. Realistically, what I need to do right now is just give my brain a break. Like, soak in the information I've learned today and then come back. And with the information soaked in. I'll pick freaking a few, but... I mean, I've said this many times. I love Okina's Spring Final. It's one of my favorite decks in Touhou. Also, who needs to pick up extra lives in this game when extra lives don't do you anything because you just lose your power in your deck? Power equals like? That's not true. I hate Hydro Camouflage. What about that? I hit 1 power. Ah yes, I want to do Misumaru's fucking spell cards on 1 power. Honestly, after stage like 2 or 3, probably at the end of stage 3+, for the LNB, I could see myself buying power to make the run as close to what it would be when you should have max power. Because like in an LNN, you're gonna have max power that entire time, so I could see myself buying power in the late game on LNB runs. Well, life power shouldn't matter. Like, life buying shouldn't matter. Right? Like, if you're doing an LNN, what the fuck? Why would life buying matter in the slightest? Right? It's the same thing as buying a bomb. It wouldn't do anything. Like, obviously in an LNN, I wouldn't buy power. Honestly, I could actually I could see that being 100% justified, though. I wouldn't do it, but I can 100% see where that could very well be something justified to buy power in an LNN. Although there's only one part where that would actually ever be relevant anyway. Buying active's not using this guy, whatever, too, yeah. And also, like you said, buying blank card on stage 5. It's also perfectly legal. For a no-card run. Eve, I'm throwing. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give myself like 5 minutes of this, and then go to some Lost Branch. What a cool boss. I should give myself max power if I'm on Sanyo practicing. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. To finish runs personally. Well, yeah, but here's the thing: if you're finishing an LNB, not an LNN, but an LNB, you know, why would I care about the difference of if I buy power or not? It's not like I'm uploading this to any fucking historical archive. Is my LNB accepted? Is this deck consistent? Out of curiosity. Any knowers? I believe her second one has aim portions. Listen, I saw Blue Bus doing it, so he's probably doing it for a reason. Okay, he was baiting the second one. I don't believe he baited any of the others, but he baited the second one, so... Until I actually look at these further than, like, just right now for, like, the first time, I'm just gonna go by what I saw. First file is an aim component to it in an unusual way. How ominous. Alan on his way to just drive attacks in mysterious settings. You think spell 1 is static, random, rotated? If that's not the case, then you're lying to me and I'm gonna hate you for the rest of my life. I lost myself. Oh, oh. Actually, okay, no, hold on. You know what I do have to do once before I go. I haven't done it actually yet today. Now that I think about it, I'm disappointed in the fact that I haven't tried it once. Oop! Practice Misamaru. Yep, Misamaru spells. I think her second spell is kind of like the easy one. I think her first and her third ones are the chaotic. What's YYDO? Yeah, you do. Do we speak in terms? Okay, I'm gonna stop running the bullets. Jimbo's literally free. Aha, Yin Yang Divine Orbs. Oh my gosh, I'm literally playing Pod all over again. This is incredible. It's literally Pod. You got bouncing Yin Yangs off the wall. Okay, I keep walking the same bullet. Like some negatives, you can see the 3 lasers? No. I'll do that some other time. Oh, I'm literally throwing. I love the Mega Move fight. I've spent a lot of... When I was doing the 1cc, I really wanted to get the Mega Move LNN. I think I did. Once. You're grinding this game for LNN 4 super dude for a long time. Are you talking about the boss, the stage, or both? So that is an important clarification. My current plan is to slowly learn the later portions of the game and to try to optimize my stages 1 and 2. Because I feel like the first 2 stages can be pretty consistent, with like 1 to 2 minor exceptions. Ah! Getting used to the plan here is interesting. Of like where you want to read. Gives one guy's favorite free attack back in stage second. How nice. I mean, it is pretty nice because it's actually free. Just like Misamaru. Like, what do you mean, Alan? You tell me this tag cannot be made consistent. Merry Christmas, Simon. Merry Christmas. Up! It's faster but less dense and no speed differences. But dude, try... No, what the fuck did you just tell me to do? This attack Sanai no focus cap? That does sound like something Alan would say, so, like, I know you're not an imposter right now. Oh, no, that's Cinnamon, actually. Oh, well, that does still sound like something Alan would say. Fuck, you guys both have blue names. It's hard to just tell sometimes when I glance. At one point, you think you can ride into 1 power Sanai Samaru fight? It's like Sanai bouncing knives, but like somehow harder. Oop. Challenge yourself. Do you see me shooting right now? Does it look like I'm not shooting? Or I am shooting? Fuck, dude. This is peripheral galore. Oh, fine. I'll glance over final minute. I said I was going to Lost Branch, but now I'm distracted by Samaru, so we'll go to Lost Branch in a handful of minutes. This fight has now distracted me. That's a rough one for timeout. That's what she said. So, is there a safe spot for this attack? Out of curiosity, for like long-term purposes. Yes, but it moves, damn. It's right there. Oh, you're right. She's got a safe spot on her body. I assume I don't have to ask, but Alan, I assume you have a timeout in this. I assume you have a timeout on most things in this game. Your arm accelerates downwards shortly after they are released. I was looking. Yes, of course. Okay. Regardless of what way they're moving before, some downwards added to it. Interesting. It's a really fun attack to play. This is like crack and how addicting it is. And I've never done crack. The hitbox is definitely not generous. No. These hitboxes are not generous. At least they don't feel generous. Oh, I backed out. Oh my gosh, you're talking about Tay's balls? Dude, you're gonna get me turned on. The fact that some of these balls go so slowly at times. Why is she not wearing shoes? Why is she also barefoot? Oh my gosh, Soon. What are you on, bro? Damn it, I fucking said I was gonna do like 5 minutes of Sonya and go to Lost Branch. I forgot Misumaru was in this game, so whoever reminded me to practice, this, I hate right now, because I'm beyond addicted right now. It's just gonna be Sparge balls. Yeah, you got me. They're just so big. Like I don't know if I can handle them this big. Dude, the fact that some of them go just so horizontally. Stuff really piles up here. I've noticed. At least the balls don't block bullets. Cope. At least these balls don't block bullets. Probably a better way to put it. Start dancing. Yeah, because you gotta be directly below her, and then like if you're like trying to like squiddle your little boo over here, and then you like not deal any damage, you're like ah. Also rusty. Are they rusty? Is that what that's supposed to be on them? Maybe she made them rusty on purpose so they'd like hurt more. They'd kill more likely to kill you. Crap. I confused. Maybe. That means Misumaru should really go out there and start using her balls more. Out of ball use. Giving me this attack is unfair for sure. Alan, where do you rank this in the hardest attacks in this game? to me, then you're not listening. In your opinion. Well, there's a collection. Top one, of course. Okay. So what you're telling me is that when I cap it, I need to call it free, right? The most forgettable character in this game? I would disagree. I'd probably say that title goes to Sanyo, because I like Misumaru. Oh, maybe part of that's because my original Puppet Dance playthrough I did, I used Misumaru for like a large chunk of it. Boop. Gateway to being slightly lower than Killing Doll. That's clearly untrue because I'm dying to this a lot, but in my USD 1cc I got last year, I capped Killing Doll. Therefore, it's free. Yeah, I can't wait to have a run here, and then I like cap it, and then I'll just keep talking about how like this attack is gonna be so free, bro. Good grief, bro. That was close. Your camera's free, by the way. So true. So is Junko, but yeah, you still don't have an LNN in that game, do you, Cinnamon? Is Hydro Camo is free? Obviously, the answer is Hydro Camo. What are you talking about? Like, I'll get better at this attack for sure. Like, don't get me wrong. It may look complete chaos, but add a Misumaru emote, please. Absolutely, as long as it's good. As long as it's not, like, something questionable. Okay, that... My point remains. That doesn't look like a Touhou character. I can't add that. I'm sorry. You know the rules. I don't add Touhou. I don't add emotes. It's not Touhou. This is a single Misumaru. This is tragic. It's orange, both different colored hair tails. That's what you tell yourself. It's fighting game or an alt color. That's just a ball. You know what they say, P is stored in the balls. Fuck me! I'm not an artist, I cannot make an emote of it. Should have heard the your arms toss the balls with fun emote. That would be that's true. It was a good animation. How do you separate her animation from the fucking? You actually did upload one emote. Okay, Sim, what is it? Okay, that's pretty good. That's a fucking pretty good emote. Make one of those, yeah, make one of those with Misumaru, but it's her fat, sweaty balls swinging into Reimu's face and just clobbering her. Non-sexually. I said non-sexually. What are you looking at me for? Also, you shouldn't be questioning things about me. You're the one who made me play the horniest game known to man, Game Butcher, called Hero of Ice Fairy, apparently. I gotta stop doing this attack, bro. I gotta fucking stop. I'm just like IV dripping this straight into my veins right now. It's been almost 30 minutes. It's been close, but we're still not 30 minutes. Gameplay is good. Dude, I don't care for that type of gameplay. I'm just there for the booba. Just a couple more. Dude, listen, just go. And then I have to do I still have to do the final. I still have to do the final, by the way. Or at least try the final briefly. Oh my gosh, wait, this game is literally just gonna be like Mountain of Faith. Once you clear Aya, it's literally free, right? Listen, I like mods in the last branch, but I'm usually just a vanilla player, you know that. Oh, dude, you fucking... What do you got? What is this one, 11? You know I'm a Kamada fan, so if you give me a bunch of Kamada stuff, I will definitely add Kamada first. You know I'm a certified Kamada fan. Easy. Literally free, bro. Yang suffocation. Yeah, I came for her to suffocate me with her thighs. She has no thighs, bro! What the fuck? Where the fuck is she? How did she get to the left side of the screen? I'm on the right! I'm like, why is she not dying? This attack would be free if it was like more than fucking 50 seconds long. Holy shit. Got the every spell and games have too much health. Listen, I play PCB. I understand a lot of HP. Okay? Listen, it just gives you more time to enjoy the balls. This one's not quite as fun bally-wise, but it's still good. Oh, I should have gone. If the enemy orbs do not block your shots, that is one advantage to this over pod for sure. I can actually shoot through the yin-yang orbs. They should turn this into a timeout. Time on my stage 4? It's more likely than you think. You used the safe spot. You're right. Here we go. Oh, fuck. I have to use the ultimate patch to make the game playable. You're also right. Everyone here is asking the good questions right now. Okay, my first episode was good. Okay, let's move on. I'll be back.